Good evening, everyone. I'm gonna wait for people to start getting the notifications. For some reason, people are not getting the notifications, so I'm gonna wait for everybody to start getting the notifications that's gonna come in into the chat. Hey, too pretty Miss Kitty. Hey, Letitia, new to you, Miss Diane, Yam. I see y'all got y'all notification pretty fast. Hey, Shan. Let's see if they send out the notifications. Hey, Miss Diane Bowens, like they should to everybody else. How is everyone doing tonight? Are y'all getting some of this snow like we're getting? Hey, Jeff. Hey, Letitia. Um, we getting heavy snow. That's the reason why you know what? I always dread February. February always bring in ice storms and stuff. Always. It's like it's completely mixed up. Like what's supposed to happen? It snowed in December. So I thought that, maybe February would behave, but February, it's just being true to who February is or whatever. We always get ice storms and bad weather and stuff. I don't like February. But the good thing about it is when all of that's over, when March comes around, it's normally cold at the beginning of March, real windy. But I start to get happy like at the end of March and going over into April. Sometimes the weather get tricky now, and it be kind of cold in April. But spring is my favorite season. Hey, Joy loves God. Alfred, yes, I did, but not all the time on the notifications. I know they really been messing with my notifications. Y'all getting snow in Ohio? Ohio is like up north, so it's always cold up that way. Cause other half of my family is in Indiana. Like it starts to getting cold up there in September. It be freezing. I don't like that, but they have those real dry hot summers though. It be that sticky dry hot. Cause when I used to go up there during the summer, me and my mom and spend the summer up there, it would be that dry hot. Doing good, cold ice storms supposed to be here tonight. They let us off for 2 days. Ooh. Hey, that dude. Okay, y'all. Y'all know I'm in the mood to talk about Young Dolph. I don't know why. I just been in the mood to talk about it. I had not been talking about it a whole lot, but I had been busy a lot, but for some reason I've been kind of in the mood to just, talk about him, talk about his case. Okay. And tonight the subject is who else will go down for the murder of young Dolph. Let's talk about it. I want to give everybody the opportunity. Hey Frank, hey Teresa, hey Lady Red, to speak their minds, but I want people, in a respectfully, cuz for me, okay, I know a lot of times people get frustrated cuz they want to they want to um they want to change people's minds. But my mind is not easy to change, okay? It's not easy to change on stuff like this. Okay? But I have to say now it's because I don't know, you know, everybody, it's a lot of things I don't know. But I do want to talk about it cuz I don't know. You know how you could just feel something in the spiritual realm? Like I can kind of feel in the atmosphere that somebody is about to be arrested. Somebody else is about. I just don't know who it is. It's like God is telling me that somebody about to be arrested. It's getting ready to be another indictment. I just can feel it. Nobody has told me. I just, how you just have those feelings. So that's what brought me to this tonight. Who else will go down for the murder of young Dolph? Right? Because we do know that even if there is an indictment, if what I'm feeling is accurate, I mean, if it's one, that means it's gonna be some more. Because we do know that it was more than one person, you know, that was involved that has not been arrested, right? It's several that hasn't. Who they are, I don't know, but it's several of them. Okay. Um, Miss Kitty said nobody. But how is everybody doing tonight? Let's talk about it. Uh, too many. Miss Kitty is saying too many. Um, First of all, why do y'all think? I want to know honestly. Why do y'all think young Dolph was killed? Before y'all say that, I want to pull up something. I want to pull up something. Hold on.
I was leaving the day party. We was headed to where we was headed to. Pull up line the day party, get up the street. They started shooting. They shot. Shit was over with. And shit, I had another party to go to that night. You know what I mean? So shit, we went and did our party that night. You know what I mean? Like that was what was on the internet. People had everywhere. Like after it had happened, everybody was doing a lot of talking. They were like, "Oh, Dolph got hit, Dolph this, Dolph that." And shit, the next thing you know, footage up online, Dolph performing. You know what I'm saying? Tell the line, you think I'm going out like Pop Big, you must be stupid because like shit like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like they tried to pull a move, they tried to get me in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody see that my haters is bigger than life. You know what I'm saying? But if you think I'm finna go out like Pop and Biggie, you must be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 2017. I can't do that, and I ain't going out like that. Like you gonna have to try hard. You know what I'm saying? For real. Or really, basically just stay out my way. And that's like I don't give a fuck what you come from, what you doing, what you used to, how you grew up, how you was fucked up, or your parents was fucked up, or whatever. Like this shit don't determine your future. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy. Like it ain't easy, but it's and your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like a mind thing. So like to me, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like take the negative shit, take all the bullshit, turn that shit to something positive. Do your thing, keep it pushing. One thing that I know for sure, and I've been on shit for a long time, you kill your haters with success. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers envy me because of my success. They envy me because of the type of person I am. A lot of people that done got to the status of me or where I am, or where I'm at in my career, they done had signed like at least 3 deals. And that's not including their management deals and none of that shit. That's including their record deals. You want to talk about the rest of their other deals, it's probably 5 deals for that by the time I get to where I'm at in my career. You know what I'm saying? Me, I never signed a deal. And it is all straight independent. But the only thing I'm doing is being a living testimony to everybody, all the rappers, trappers, hustlers, anybody that's getting in this game and really goddamn get them some ends, take care of their business, dog. You know what I'm saying? And really be into this shit and you straight, really about your business, you can do this shit. Shit, cause I love the music. That's why I started doing it. But guess what? At the end of the day, I'm not finna waste my time and my money in some shit that I don't want my money out of. If you ain't doing whatever you doing to get rich, also, with your passion to go along with that shit, man, you doing the wrong motherfucking thing. You need to go do some more shit. Like, straight up. So it's like, That's what I'm doing. That's what Dolph doing. They're like Master P and Baby and Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Like really, like they opened my eyes up in another way. Like everybody else was listening to their music and listening to lyrics. I was doing it too. But it's like I had different respect for different ones on certain levels because of also the extra shit that they did that put them on the caliber of the person that they was. I'm just showing motherfuckers and let motherfuckers know that all you can do it by yourself over a period of time. Ain't nothing overnight. None of that shit. If you got that shit in your head about anything, you hang that shit up, man. You might as well go home. You might as well just chill, stay asleep, get high every day, do something, do whatever else the other little bullshit you like doing. If you think you want some shit overnight, I don't give a fuck what it is. It ain't even got to be a millionaire. You can just be like, oh, bro, I just want a whole lot of money and just have money in my bank account. I can pay all my bills, drive a nice Cadillac, have a family, this and that. That's regular, but that's damn good. And I respect anybody that even think like that.
Okay, so now out of the mouth of young Dolph, he said they hate me because of my success. They hate me because of how I am. He could not help it that he was handsome and intelligent, and he had the determination to make himself a millionaire, and he was not conceited. He was just very confident. Okay. And maybe a lot of other people lack that because they determined they tried to take him out in 2017 twice that we know of, and then they finally succeeded in 2021. Now I'm sure one of them sickos is looking at my video right now saying when Dolph said, I can't go out like Biggie and Tupac. And this is when you know that a person is too evil and God got to take them up out of here. And if they thinking like that, because I know they look at my videos, God gonna get them out of here before this year over. If their mindset is saying he said he wasn't gonna go out like Biggie and Tupac, but we got him out of here. If one of them is on here and that's what went through their mind, God ain't gonna let you live through this year. I can promise you that. You just determine your own fate. Okay. Jealousy is as deadly is deadly as the grave. The Bible says that. So we heard it out of his own mouth that they was jealous of him. It's at the core of this, and it's at the core of it. It's really what birthed all of this. Nothing other than jealousy, right? So I did a video today, and I was very deliberate about that video that I did about Orange Mound Quit, because I know a lot of people. But I think everybody is conscious enough to know that what happened to young Dolph did not start with Orange Mound Quit. Orange Mound Quit was a part of it, but it didn't start with him. Orange Mound Quit and young Dolph was in no way in competition. Young Dolph had Orange Mound Quit was not on young Dolph's level. Okay. So they didn't have any need to be in competition. Now, how Orange Mound Quit got his money, I don't know. It would appear to me that they were some hitters, which means, hits never originate. The thoughts never come from the hitters. They're just brought in to go do a job, right? And they're brought in by the people that pay them to do it. Okay. And I believe that's what happened. So who else though? If they got Straight Drop and Cornelius, and people can say what they want to, but Straight Drop and Cornelius was involved. Okay. Shondell, I don't know where they at with Shondell. I would prefer not to talk about that. Okay. And but we know that's an oxymoron if for Shondell to say that he has nothing to do with that when he was traveling with Straight Drop all over the damn world, right? But anyways, I don't know where they're at with that. I don't know. Okay. And but who else? You know, who else will it be? Okay. Or do you all think that they got them? Do y'all think, like, some of these people are saying, you hear a very small percentage of people say, well, we think it was just gang politics, and they caught young Dolph slipping and they killed him. Some gang members, because they was mad at him. Do y'all believe that? Or do y'all believe it goes higher up than that? Some gang members was hired to go and assassinate him. Okay, because if Orange Malquette planned all of this, right? If he was the one that planned all this, he was the one that paid all these little dues and put all this together, then that would mean they don't need to make no more arrests. That would mean nobody else was involved, and it ends with Orange Malquette. Okay, but you would, it has been in the atmosphere that Orange Malquette wouldn't have had the money to pay these dudes. He could have passed them some money, but where would he have gotten it from? Orange Malquette had nothing to gain by taking young Dolph out other than some money. That's it. Some money that somebody else was going to give him for doing it. Other than that, I mean, it was no competition. Young Dolph was not, Orange Malquette was not on the level of young Dolph. Okay, so who else will go down for his murder? Because I know everybody got their own. Everybody has their own thoughts about who all was involved in the murder of young Dolph. I've heard some people say some stuff that I was like, oh Lord, but what I've never understood is how people can implicate some people and omit some of these people. That's obvious. Some of these people that I guess it would be obvious, or should be looked at, or it should be obviously looked at, and then insert somebody else's name in it. Right? You heard young Dolph say in 2017 they was trying to kill him. So it would appear to me, as I always said, whoever those people was that was trying to kill him back in 2017, I had said from the very start, it was not going to be that far off. And look at what has happened. Right? It hasn't been that far off, because what Orange Malquette is connected to, he's connected to some of these people that was accused of trying to take him out in 2017. Okay. Emerald says juking youngsters the prime suspects. So let's just say Juke was involved. Why do you all think Juke would have wanted to take young Dolph out? Why? Because even Juke wasn't on the level of young Dolph. Why did Juke and them, if this is true, and youngster who Dolph said he never met, he did not even know, didn't have a beef with, why did they have an urgency to take this young man out if that's true? New List, Soldier Boy, Gotti, Jay-Z, Juke, Moneybag, Black Youngster, Gotti. I ain't heard nobody say Gozzi's name in a minute. Ain't nothing but pure jealousy drove them to take Dolph out. In my opinion, I think it's a man that did it out of jealous and other things as well. Or maybe a female that he used to mess with years ago before he went back with the mother of his children. Dennis said because of a diss song, because he dissed him on record. Hold on, let me pull up something. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Oh, wow. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Now, he's sitting up talking about Black Youngster, his little brother, when they asked him why he didn't make a big homie call. That lets you know that he was putting a battery in his back. Okay? That lets you know that. Because the right thing to do would have been to tell him to back off if he was not the one that was putting the battery in his back. So who else will go down for the murder of young Dolph? Now we're just doing open talk. You know, I know everybody has a difference of opinion. I'm gonna drop the link again because you know I know everybody is extremely passionate about this situation. As we approach, we start to as we progress as it relates to this young Dolph's case, because we know at some point there's going to be a finale, but it ain't gonna be a finale until there are more arrests, right? So who else will be arrested? You know, why did this happen? G Money says Juke did it for his little brother, as he say that's little brother go to trial together. That's what Gotti say in his song. Okay. Jeff Lee says Big Juke, Yo Gotti, Maurice, Raven, Soldier Boy, Black Youngster, Big Boogie, and more. What makes you think Big Boogie is involved? I've never heard anybody say Big Boogie. I'm interested in that. What makes you think Big Boogie is involved? Emerald says Youngster is my main suspect, even to put money up as well. Okay. Too Pretty Miss Kitty said he ain't signed that $22 million deal. When did they give him that deal? Was it before or after 2017? When was he propositioned with that deal? Because they were trying to kill him in 2017. Stale bread too in plastic bag. Black Youngster blames Dolph team for his brother's death in Miami. Mushy grape added to the list. After 100 shots in Charlotte, I got knocked off his steak, rice, and greens plate. I'm gonna lighten up tomorrow. Now back on topic. Got it playing it smart. He ain't paying that shit. No mind, but behind closed doors is killing him. Yeah. Gotti offered the deal, but it was from Jay-Z. He said that in his Hall of Fame song. Yeah. I think that Hall of Fame song said a whole lot. That Hall of Fame song said a whole lot. It's very emotional. A lot of them know that they're gonna pay. Gotti is amongst the devils right now, like the Jay-Z's and the Puffies and all of that. And maybe that's all that he acquires in life, to be amongst people like that you've heard other people say has done nothing but screw other people over, mess their lives up and things of that nature. Um, has no type of integrity, but people have put them in a high place that only they should have God. So it's an illusion. Maybe that's all he ever wanted in life. Okay. But surely he's got to know that if he was involved, if he had any involvement, if he encouraged anything as it relates to young Dolph, that God get back. Even them devils around him can't save him. Reverend Ron ain't gonna be able to pray that off of him, because Reverend Ron, if he's truly a man of God, he gonna tell him, you're gonna have to take that, son-in-law. You're gonna have to go lay down for that one, because them hits that Juke them allegedly be putting out as if they are God, okay? They can't put one on God. And I'm sure they got to know, okay? If they grew up in a household, any household, or anybody ever instilled any type of religion in them of any kind, that you reap what you sow. Okay. And so, as I always say, I think it is frustrating some of these people that they're used to trying to incite fear. They're helping to ruin a whole generation, not only by what the music that they put into the atmosphere, but also by what they do when they come back to the hoods and they know that these little dudes already ain't got nothing. So if they got a talent, why not help them? Why not genuinely help them? Why, as you know, Soldier Boy got high one day and got on his live and said, put some money on the table. He started pulling that money out. That means he wants you to go do a job. I got a record deal for somebody. You have to watch him, because he'll let you know the game. I got a record deal for somebody. I got a record deal and I got some money, but who ready to put that work in? Okay. So instead of genuinely helping these young dudes, if they really got a talent, they make them become their hitters, and then they think they're going to pay them, okay, with record deals and promise them fame, and it ain't working out because God steps in. And I thank God that whoever is in place, okay, whatever is going on with the FBI and why they have taken such an interest. And I'm gonna tell you something about when God is in something. I wouldn't give a damn how much power Jay-Z think he has. When God steps into something, even his supposedly the influence people think he got over the FBI, is null and void. It's time for there to be some type of justice. Okay. And what these men have been doing is barbaric, heinous in nature, and it's just plain wrong. Okay, so they terrorize, they destroying a whole generation with these little young dudes that are hungry, that ain't got nothing, that's willing to do anything, and they screwing their lives over because they going straight to jail. Ain't nobody doing no hits and getting away with it. Not in this day and time. Not in the day and time or of the FBI out there getting their get back for young Dolph and MPD. Regardless of what people say, MPD, them investigators down there spinning. Okay. And they don't give a damn about nobody that call themselves famous. Okay. I don't think Chief Davis, who I hear they have to give her an update on that case every single morning. Her and them chiefs have to be debriefed every single day. Okay. They got their hands in that. I don't think they give a damn about no celebrities. Okay. The FBI so deep on this situation with Young Dolph that they have different teams and no team know what the other team is doing. I know that for a fact. So that there won't be any corruption. And so instead of these old rusty crust ass niggas that's got this money, if God has blessed you and put you in a position to help these little dudes, if you could pay them for hits, you could just, that means you got money to throw away. Why don't you just help them for real? Because you hurting them, because they ain't getting away with doing no damn hits. And these niggas know that. These old dudes know that. They know that the FBI been all over juke them. They know that. Okay. So they're not going to get on their social medias and things of that nature and tell us. They ain't got to tell us. They're not going to tell them little dudes, but they're going to wind them up and dangle money in their face to go and, I don't like what he said. I want you to take that person out. There's a lot of mental illness. These folks on pills and everything else, they ain't going to tell them the FBI watching me and you ain't getting away with no damn hit, just like they didn't tell Straight Drop and them. So they give them a promise of this, and that. Okay. And they don't tell them, I'm hot. Little dude, I don't want you to mess your life up. Because at some point, especially if they was involved in this, I'm gonna have to go lay down. Them folks watching me, I don't want you caught up in this. Instead, they pull them in it anyways. These young dudes, because they on pills, they ain't got no guidance. These OGs messing up our communities for real. But that's what they doing to these little young dudes. They sending them out. And that's why I say God is has stepped in, because they are destroying a whole generation. God could see this big head ass up there. I ain't got no, his voice is just ugh. And the thing about it is, I used to like Gotti's music. And people get mad at me when I say we should have chose. We should have chose Young Dolph. We should have chosen back in 2017. And the reason I say that is because when people say, well, you choose a side, kiss my damn ass. I don't care what you think. Kiss my all up in the cracks of it. Okay. Yes, I say we should have chose Young Dolph. Okay. We should have chose his life. When they started trying to take him out, we didn't choose. We should have chose him then and said, we ain't buying a nothing from CMG if anything happens to Young Dolph. But instead, we passively, we like Gotti and we like Young Dolph. Young Dolph didn't lose his life, so we didn't choose. When we should have chosen 2017 and said, you motherfuckers is going too far. This young man ain't nobody gonna lose their life. If he lose his life, then you lose your career. Because we ain't buying another damn album, but we didn't do that. And these fuck niggas got the nerve to sit up and be mad and talk about y'all choosing. Bitch, don't come on my page talking about I'm choosing, because I done told y'all I don't straddle the fence, bitch. I don't straddle the fence. I stand on the side of what's right. It would have made me be proud of, just like any other rapper that has come through at Memphis. I could have been proud of Gotti because I liked his music at one time. But with all of this stuff that's going on, and now looking at the history of what they did, they was bloodthirsty mother suckers. I can't rock with that. And no real human can. And so now the FBI all over their asses, they did this. They put that battery in black youngsters' back. And them FBI agents said they got life fucked up if they think they're going to put fear in the city of Memphis, talking about we're going to put hits on anybody that they send them little dudes out. They put the folks on their back, and they ain't going to stop until they get them if they was involved. Because they want them to know that they don't run this city by inciting fear and thinking they're going to play God and take people out of here with the money that the people, the citizens of Memphis, help them motherfuckers to get rich. And you send bags back, you bitch niggas. and put bags on these young dudes' heads, and we're going to kill this person if they going to say this. Y'all got life all the way fucked up. That's the reason why I say we have a responsibility. We have to be careful about who we make rich and who we support. You make me mad. Now you done made me rich. I'm going to put a bag on your head. Nah, bitch, we can't buy nothing else you got. Okay? Because a fool is a fool, but a fool with money is deadly. And some of they ain't worthy, a lot of them. Okay? So I got the armor all the way around me, and I, hey, I don't worry about man. Somebody got to speak up and say what's right. They look at my damn show. They say Jug loves my show. I hope he lets it penetrate him. I don't know if he like what I say, but he stays over here on this channel. He must like it if he can't stay away. So I'm going to speak the truth over here. I don't have splendors up my ass. I don't ride the fence. I get my ass out and work like a damn dog so I can have whatever I want. I don't fall up behind nobody that I think can give me something. Can't nobody give me nothing but God. And I think that's the problem with people. People are not holding people to the feet to the fire no more because they starstruck. Oh, they had got some money. Yeah, but they running the whole damn community. Yeah, but they had rich. So people don't hold folks' feet to the fire no more as long as they got some money. And it's a damn shame. If God blesses you and puts you in a position, okay, you can't help the community that help to bring you up. So you send destruction back. These little dudes can't even read. They can't read. So you don't help to put reading programs in the damn community money bag, you no good nigga. Okay? But you'll put a gun in their hand to help them to destroy other people's lives and help them to destroy their very own lives. And so that's why I say we have a responsibility. It's partly our faults. Because we should have been paying close attention, and we should have chose Dolph's life. Because we could have ended their career. We could have ended it when they was trying to take him out. By saying we're not gonna, buy your music no more if y'all think y'all gonna kill young Dolph. Y'all battle that shit out on the mic. If you too damn sensitive, if you don't like Dolph's comebacks and he just battling you on the mic, you too weak to be a damn rapper. Go take your ass somewhere and go up under a rock. Okay? Go to a ballerina class, nigga. You too soft. But rappers have always battled on the mic. That's how they sold records. Since when do these fruited pebble niggas that can't stand nobody saying nothing about them say I'm gonna put a shotgun to your head and kill you because you had talked that did about me? We had the power and still do to stop that. Okay, well, my kids can't upload your stuff. See, regardless of what parents say, these kids ain't got no damn jobs. They're lazy. So if they buying uploads, it comes from their parents' credit card. Okay, well, I'm gonna control that. You ain't downloading a damn thing. You won't be looking at it on YouTube either, because I won't be buying no cable or no internet. You can control your kids. And when them Negroes start feeling that, because they don't give a damn about me getting on here talking my shit. They don't care nothing about that. They laugh at me. They think I'm just some cackling woman. Okay? But when they will start paying attention, when we start pulling back them resources and making them responsible to the communities, which is us, to help to make them rich. Young Dolph never should have lost his life. And even if some kind of way they weren't involved, it's still something happened in 2017. Twice. And if Gotti wasn't involved, we got to hold him accountable because it came from out of his camp. So we have to hold the head accountable. He didn't reel his people in. Okay? He didn't reel his people in. So young Dolph is laying in his grave now. You know, it does something to me when I hear old niggas. Young Dolph should have had signed it. Straight drop, you fuck niggas. What you mean he should have signed it? He didn't want to sign it. He had a reason not to sign it. Well, he had him around him. I wish a nigga would come up in my business and tell me who I need to hire, that who I better hire as an investigator. I'm gonna get that thing out for him. Cause I'm gonna feel like my life in danger. You coming up in my shit telling me who I need to sign or hire. Cause I'm gonna know you got to be sick. Now I feel threatened. You a threat to me. You don't come up in my establishment and tell me who I signed. Young Dolph could have signed whoever he wanted to. But see, when a person ain't got nothing, they ain't never had nothing, especially ain't got no business sense. That's how they feel. And they ain't gonna go up in McDonald's and tell them who to hire. They ain't gonna tell running McDonald's them who to hire. But that was their excuse to do that, what they did to young Dolph. And you got a bunch of hating Negroes who was already jealous of him from afar that try to justify what they did. He should have signed straight drive. No, he shouldn't. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, straight drop got to pay for what he did. But straight drop's about 24 years old. I hate what straight drop has done to his life. I wish it never happened. Because a life is a long time for a 24-year-old to be in jail. But no record label has ever signed anybody, okay, that had any type of rape charges and things of that nature. They didn't do that back in the day. And if they did have them, they did everything they could to cover them up. So the people that's sitting up talking about that young Dolph should have signed straight drop, how come they didn't go and start a record label and sign him? Instead, they finessed him because they knew he was hungry, because he wasn't no bad looking. I always say this, he still ain't no bad looking kid. He wasn't no real bad rapper. He was a handsome little kid. Okay, but there was something mentally going on with him. You got to be mentally messed up to be raping a woman. So young Dolph didn't want to deal with that. So they take whatever his disdain was for young Dolph and instigate that. That's what I'm talking about, some of these OGs. And that's why I say if the FBI don't get them, God gonna get them. They already know they got a day in hell. And then the Jay-Z's, the Puffies, the money, the nothing can't change that. You have to reap what you sow. Okay, you have to read what you saw. I'm gonna drop the link. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all know, because I can go on and on and on because I get extremely passionate about this. Okay, a lot of people have and let me just say this, because you know we're all adults. Okay, and one thing that I don't do is I don't get mad at people for not feeling the way I feel like they should feel. And I don't let people make me feel the way that they feel. Well, you know, this is how it is. And it pisses me off when people say, well, you're an investigator. You ought to know. Yeah, I'm an investigator. That's why I know you don't know what you're talking about a lot of times, some of these folks. But I bear with it. Okay? A lot of people have issues and they talk about the cookie shop. You know, I've said before, nobody credible has ever told me that anybody in that cookie shop was involved. Do y'all know how much information those people got? Do y'all know the contacts that the people they have, the witnesses, and even some of them people themselves are talking? Who is the damn cookie shop if they'll tell on their own man? Dudes that they were supposedly partners with. How come they ain't telling on the cookie shop? You start telling on the folks you don't give a damn about first. Okay. That would have been in the atmosphere. Instead, you got some of these dudes they starting to feed their own people, the ones that they feel like is less expendable, like Straight Drop and Orange Mound Quet. I know they don't think nobody know, but I know they fed them to the vlogs. They did that. They put that into the atmosphere. They threw Orange Mound Quet up on the damn bus. Okay? And I believe the Spirit of God told me he know. That's what the Spirit of God told me. And it won't be long. M. Rose says supposedly Juke, Youngster, and Lamigo had involvement. Too Pretty Miss Kitty, yes. Moneybag, botched plastic surgery ass is going down too. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, let me see how many likes we got in here. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm dropping the link. If anybody want to come up, and who else would be though? Who else would go down for the murder of young Dolph? I'm really interested in hearing what everybody has to say. Well, Jeff Lee, hit the link and come up here. Jeff Lee, you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that what you do is when I'm not talking what you want me to say, you do it in a nice little way, but you kind of throw some stuff into the atmosphere that is not true. I think I had just said we all have a difference of opinion. Nobody can change my mind. Just like I wouldn't try to change yours. It's a bunch of grown folks on here. These folks tell me exactly how they feel. I think Lady Red was in here. Lady Red has nothing I've ever said has been able to sway Lady Red, and I ain't trying to do it. Every time she come in here, since I've been seeing her in here, she say whatever she feel, and she say the exact same thing. So how can I change people's minds? I would never try. People just can't change my mind. Because Jeff, me and you feel differently. You feel like young Dolph was kidnapped and killed and then taken and laid into the cookie shop. I don't think that. But I respect how you feel. I don't believe that. Okay. Is Jeff still in here? Says Tamara, you get Lady Red the flow, huh? No, she's just one of the ones that's vocal. She just one of the ones that's been vocal, and Too Pretty Miss Kitty is too. I'm talking about, and all the rest of these ladies too. And these men that come in here. Oh, here you go. There you go, Jeff. I see you.
Hey, Miss Tamara.
Hey, Jeff.
Now, you know I love you to death, but I will not let you put words in my mouth.
Yeah, well, you said sound like I'm trying to change people's minds.
No, I'm talking about when you said that I thought Dolph was kidnapped. I ain't never said that. I ain't never said that.
Jeff, you never said that.
No, I never said that.
Well, what did you say, Jeff?
I didn't say anything about that theory. I don't agree with that one.
Now, Jeff, now,
I'm just telling
you done said it several times now.
No, I have not.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I have not. Yeah, you got me mixed up with somebody else. What I've been constantly saying is somebody came from the inside and shot him. I saw that bullet hole by the pool window myself. What I've also said was Moochie Great was the last person to see Dolph and knew where he was going.
How you know he
Is
was the
it
last
possible
person
that
to
he
see it?
dropped the location? Maybe. Now, I do want to say one thing that has never set well with me, and that is when Key Glock said Dolph had it coming.
When
That
you
ain't
hear
never
him
sit
say that,
well
I
with
never
me.
heard him say it.
It's online.
Where?
I gotta go back to watch those videos and I'll email you.
Oh yeah, because I would like to see that because I've never seen that. And
Yeah,
make
that
sure
didn't
it
sit
was
well with me when he
after
said that.
November 17th of 2021. Because see, Key Glock and Dolph played a lot, but I would like that because that's the first time I've ever heard that. So Jeff, do you think that Key Glock had something to do with Young Dolph's death?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go as far as saying that, but I just didn't like it when I heard them say that. You know, Dolph had it coming. I was like, oh wow. I couldn't believe that. I was shocked when he said it.
So you heard it with your own, you seen that with your own
I
two
saw
eyes.
it on video. It's on YouTube.
I've never heard that. I've never heard
I know
anybody else
you
say it
haven't.
either. I've never even heard anybody else say it.
You ain't in these YouTube streets like I am. I don't watch TV, okay?
Yeah, but it's a lot of people that be in my chat that's in these YouTube streets deep.
Just
And I
like
ain't never even
yesterday.
I've never even heard an anti-Key Glock person say that.
Just like yesterday, I told you the streets talking. The streets told me that one of those police officers that beat Tyra Green,
They said Yo
Nichols,
Gotti said that, not Key Glock.
huh?
They said Yo Gotti. Somebody just posted that Yo Gotti said that, not Key
Nah,
Glock.
I saw that on Key Glock said that. It's the video. Okay, I know what I'm talking about now. I know the difference between Yo Gotti and Key Glock. I helped get Yo Gotti's career started.
Miss Rose says, nah, you said you helped to get Yo Gotti's career started.
Yeah. When
How
I was
you
hosting the block
do that?
parties, nobody knew who Yo Gotti was. He was begging me to get on stage, when we were doing block parties right there in like Rock Mill and what is it, Yale?
Yeah.
Fraser Boulevard. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's around
It was a
Fraser
little plaza
Boulevard
right there.
and Rod Mill and Yale Road and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and we had I had a list of people that were scheduled to perform. And true enough, he had about 6 or 7 people with him. I didn't know who he was. And I asked him, he pulled me to the side and asked me, he said, can he get on stage? I was like, well, I tell you what, if don't nobody show up and your stuff is clean, I'll put you on. And sure enough, somebody didn't show up, put him on stage, and the rest is history. He never forgot that either, because when he would come to the radio station, he would slide an LP under my door if I wasn't there. And he would sign it and say, yo, I just want to say what's up. So the funny thing about that is I don't even have a picture with Yo Gotti. I got a picture with Dolph and everybody else. One time I was standing at Winchester talking to my friend Donna, and she lives in Atlanta now, but she's from Senatobia, but she lived in Memphis. And Donna is like the first female I ever met when I moved there. So she's like been with me for years. She's my best friend. And we were standing talking, and we were across the street. If you know where what is that little restaurant? I can't remember. It's past Ross Road. Well, we were standing and we were talking, and she said, oh, look at that car. And I looked at it. I said, oh, that's nice. It's coming this way. And the car came that way and jumped out. Yo Gotti. He said, Jeff Lee, what's up? And gave me a dap. I said, they're just chilling, talking with my friend Donna. We just chilling. I didn't even take a picture then. And I was like, dog, I missed the opportunity. But anyway, to make the long story short, I don't think just because you are an investigator, that you're supposed to know an inside scoop or none of that stuff. I ain't like that. But I do think that it is possible for information or holes to be in a certain situation. Just like yesterday when I told you that one of them cops had an ex-girlfriend, an ex-wife, and was going through a divorce or whatever, and that guy was talking to her. It's all over TikTok now, and it's all over Instagram.
And I asked you, was there any proof?
I know, and I told you I didn't have none. I didn't know. Look, I asked you who the officer was, but they got his picture up now. They
got his
running
picture
with
up. So are they saying? Have they officially said on
no
the new
news outlet or anything said that. These are people. Like one person. Let me get my other phone and see real quick. One person worked at FedEx and put that into the atmosphere. Let's see. On Instagram, it's a photo of, I guess his name is Demetrius Haley, is one of the officers.
Okay.
And said that Demetrius took a picture of Tyree Nichols on the ground and sent it to all the officers and went out over this man's personal issues. Wow.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So, Jeff, let me ask you this while you're up here. So, do you think there would be more? Who else would go down for the murder of young Dolph?
Oh, absolutely. It'll be more. It'll be some people we know. It'll be some people we don't know. The reason I say it, and I heard you ask the question, why I say Big Boogie? Because he got a contract with CMZ all of a sudden.
So you think Big Boogie was involved?
That's what they was promising people.
Well, you know, Big Boogie was supposed to sign with. You do know Big Boogie was supposed to sign with Young Dolph, and once
so was Glorilla.
Once Gotti found out that he was going to sign with Young Dolph, he started pursuing him.
Right. So was Glorilla. So your point? Now I'm gonna go back in the bushes and listen to your show because you're delightful.
Okay, but you never told me who else you think would go down. I know you said
put it in the chat.
Big Boogie.
I put it in the chat. What did I say? Big Zook, Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, Soldier Boy, and I said Big Boogie.
You don't believe Moneybag Yo involved?
Oh, and Raven and Maurice. I don't know about Moneybag Yo. I mean, it's been real quiet on his end. So it could be because of the influence. You know, he on that label. I even hear people say Jay-Z because there's a connection with Dolph going to California with the marijuana, you know, the dispensary. Him and Jay-Z use the same person. So I don't know. That's the piece of the puzzle that I definitely will leave to the Alphabet Boys.
Okay.
So now I just want to listen to you while I do my work. And please keep your blood pressure down and don't curse.
Okay.
All right,
bye. All right, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody else want to come up and talk about this? Who else will go down for the assassination of Young Dolph? Okay. Who else? Because we know it's gonna be some more people. We know that it's gonna be some more people. Okay. Do y'all believe that Orange Mound Quet was the person who actually came up with the idea of killing Young Dolph? Do y'all believe that? I want to hear what y'all got to say. Do y'all believe that this idea to take Young Dolph out originated from Orange Mound Quit? That's what makes Moneybag more suspect. They said he was arguing with Dolph the same day. Mm-hmm. Juke and BY and Moneybag. I don't believe it either. I don't believe that the idea originated from Orange Mound Quit. It was most Def Gotti and Juke idea. Yeah, a lot of people want to eliminate Gotti. They want to omit Gotti. They want to say Gotti got too much going on. He had a lot going on in 2017. But people in his camp kept trying to take Dolph out. So no, I don't put that past him at all. I don't put it past him at all. Um, do y'all believe that Big Wop was somehow the young man that's in the young man that's in the Covington jail? Do y'all think that Big Wop played a part in Young Dolph's murder? Joe Loves God says CEO Teasy. CEO Teasy is the head of Trula Mafia. I don't think that they could go and use any of his members without his Hey Samuel.
Hey, how you doing, Miss T?
Good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm back in the city now. I'm no longer in Mexico.
Okay. So what you think? You tell me what you think. Who else will go down for the murder of Young Dolph?
Hold on. Let me put my phone on the charger real quick. 'Cause this is good. I've been checking you out the whole time I've been driving. Um,
Thanks.
in all honesty, I'm not gonna point fingers, but I'm gonna be a realist about it. Um, it's a lot of people that's gonna go down on the CMG side of things. I really came in to comment on what you were saying about Jeff Lee about he think that Dolph was kidnapped and his body was placed back in the cookie shop. I actually was seeing that across IG actually. There's a page called Justice for Young Dolph, and they came up with like this whole theory of like he was kidnapped and taken to the cancer center and like that it's wild, that's people's theory of it, but I know Raven and her folks didn't have nothing to do with Dolph being murdered. You know what I'm saying? Like these are
Mm-hmm.
people that I know personally, and this ain't that. I can't stress that enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really come
And
in.
no credible sources ever told me that the cookie shop had anything to do with it. You think about all the people that are being arrested. If people
Right.
think that those dudes are not down there saying something, then I don't know what to tell them.
Somebody down there getting their
And it's
Maurice
and
right
it's
on.
more and it's more than them that is saying something. Okay,
Right.
so the cookie shop has not come up to the police.
Right. Right. I've been keeping a close eye on it. Like I said, it went from I only listened to 3 YouTubers, and that's including you, but the other two I've kind of dropped because one of them not even from Memphis, and just listen to how he talk about Memphis now, buddy. You really don't know what's going on here, so you're just speculating. The other guy, which I don't care to say his name or whatever, but I used to listen to him as well, but he kind of starting to go in a different direction, and it's starting to look, I could be wrong, I could be right, but it's starting to look as if he's trying to capitalize off the Dolph situation. It seems like you're the only one who really give a damn, excuse my language, about really getting justice for Dolph. It's not about subscribers and views and all that with you, because I can hear it in your voice how you so passionate with it, and with you being from our community and actually lived in the vicinity that we lived in, I can
Mhm.
tell in your heart, like you really want to see justice for Dolph. I appreciate you and I commend you for that.
Thank you. When you grown up, and you grew up in Memphis too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm from South Memphis.
Oh, okay, so I grew up in South Memphis too.
Right. You remember I told you me and Dolph went to Corey Middle together.
I went to Norris. Yeah.
Okay. I lived on Alsea.
Oh my God. I lived in Clementine.
I stayed right there in the Alsea Garden.
So when you grown up in those communities, Corey was the school right next door to Norris.
Mm-hmm.
So when you've grown up into those communities and you walked around those communities, I've been in Castelia, all around Airways, all around South Memphis, right?
Right.
So
Right.
when you see how the people live, we know all our lives that those communities have been impoverished. So you truly care about the people. You see what's going on. You don't like what's going on. Like even though it was impoverished when we was coming up, it's worse now. It's even worse because you got a lot of
Right.
these look, younger dudes and stuff. They got stronger drugs, right? They on pills and stuff, and so yeah, it's kind of messed up. I don't like what I see going on as far as um, when we help to make people rich, and then all they know to do is send destruction back to the communities that help to make them rich. These are dudes, they closing up all the schools, so a lot of them ain't going to school. They can't even read. So
True.
why are you putting guns and stuff in their hands? If you got the wherewithal to put bags on folks' heads, surely you can take that money and put programs into the community and help to revive a community that they brought their asses up in.
I mean, well, let me say this, Miss Timmer, and I'm not gonna hold you up because I got to get back on my business. But I just want anybody that's from Memphis, including you, Miss T, I want y'all to sit back and I want y'all to take a look at the history of any black man from this city, going all the way back to Robert Reed Church, all the way up to Dolph. Anybody that has tried to make a difference in this community, especially in South Memphis, Robert Reed Church, South Memphis, Dolph, South Memphis, Willie Harrington. I don't care what people got to say about him. He gave my first job and I graduated from his alma mater. Anything that was trying to be done for the impoverished community, look at what's been the track record. If it hasn't been a scandal thrown on them, they've been murdered, they've been undermined. It's always something that's going on, and there's got to be some type of solution that got to happen, and it's not going to stop until the community, we start sticking out. Right now, times are high right now in the city with Tyree Nichols situation that's going on. And I
Mhm.
actually went into Church's Chicken right there at Airways and Ketchum today, and a guy came in there acting a plumb fool with all black women up in there, and it was just so happened to be an older guy that was working in there, and he ready to draw down on him. And when the guy left out, I just looked at him and he thought that I was gonna dap him up. I was like, man, you the OG. You was supposed to handle that differently. Oh man, they come here acting a fool on it. But still, man, you the OG. Look at what we got going on right now. Right now ain't the time for all. It's never the time, but right now is really not the time for all that. So I'ma just land my plane with this. I love everybody that's from Memphis. I love y'all to death, especially my South Memphis brethren. Miss T, I don't care what they say on your page, how much they try to hack your page, whatever they try to say about you, baby girl, keep doing what you doing. We need people like you, and we need more mothers and more sisters like you to attack this neighborhood to raise our daughters. And we need more men out there with the mind frame that Dolph had, that was into building the community and take our young men back in to build it. I'm not trying to sound all prolific and everything, but that's the truth and it needs to be saying. I'm gonna land my plane right there. I love you, Miss T. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I love you too. And South Memphis all the way. Thank you so much for coming
All
up.
right.
I appreciate your kind words. Shout out to South Memphis. He grew up on Alsea. I grew up like he went to Corey. We actually moved before I got over to the junior high school. Corey was the junior high school. That's the junior high school that Doc went to. But I went to the elementary school, Norris, which was right next to that. I would have went to Corey, but fortunately for us, God blessed us and we moved out of the projects to a beautiful neighborhood. So, and I ended up going to another school. So, shout out to him though. I miss those days of people can say whatever they want to, but growing up in the projects in the 80s, those were the best years of my life because it was so family oriented. I don't have any bad experience about growing up in the projects. I think about when we was growing up in those projects, how even when the kids were bad, they were still respectful to the adults. It was, like I said, it was very family oriented, community oriented. We was poor, but we didn't know that we was poor. Okay. And we was respectful to each other, even though we was living in the projects. I just have great memories of it. Okay. I do. I have great memories of it. I think about it all the time now and I go, God, I miss the 80s so much. Okay. I do, because there was a different time and, people truly loved each other, and it was about family. And it hurts me so bad that you see a lot of these older dudes like Gotti and Juke and all of them that grew up in the 80s, just like a lot of us did. They understand what the energy is supposed to be, but they, amass a lot of wealth, and they do to these kids what they know we didn't dare do in our time coming up. But you could ruin somebody else's children. You could send the straight drops and all of them out. They know that's not cool. That's not being a gangster. Okay. And the thing about it is, if they're such gangsters, I'm talking about black youngster in them. If they such gangsters, if they sitting up putting in all this work and putting bags on folks' heads, like it's in the atmosphere allegedly that they was doing, how come they don't go lay down? Why don't they tell these dudes? Why are they tucking their asses and running and allegedly trying to take out anybody that they think know what they've done? Why don't they let these little dudes know the truth? If they think that they're being gangsters and they want these dudes to look up to them, don't be no snitch, don't do it. Why don't they go do their time? Why don't they go lay down? Why don't they go, I messed up. I just got to go do my life sentence. They ain't saying that. They messing up these young dudes, okay? And they feel like they supposed to stay out. They don't really want to go to jail. They want these young dudes who ain't never even had a start at life to go lay down and do their time for them. That ain't no gangster. It's messed up. They're ruining our community. Okay. Sometimes something ain't adding up. He has no new music other than that foolish video he did in the graveyard, which was disrespectful. I think somebody was saying that he's, supposedly working on an album or something. The reason that we haven't seen him. Was it a Player Co or somebody was saying that he's working? We haven't seen him because he's been in the studio, but normally he'll post something. No, I didn't see Grove over the internet. The last time I saw Grove Hero had posted that they had taken his page again on Instagram. I don't know who keep getting his page taken. They wrong though. These OGs appear to be jealous. Right. A lot of these OGs want these young dudes to crash out. You talk about Lil Boosie, all of them. Lil Boosie was blazing hot in his day. Okay. And Lil Boosie got some timeless hits. But you would think that Lil Boosie and them all would be getting together trying to let these dudes that's coming behind them know what's up. But they want them to crash out. First of all, they want to sign them so they can and put insurance on them. So when they crash out, they can cash in on the insurance policy. And then they want them to crash out and go to jail. So they feel like that gives them 15 more minutes. Okay. Even though they've had their time, they don't like seeing these little dudes hot, not unless they're getting money off of them. And I think that had a lot to do with why Gotti and them had a lot of disdain for young Dolph. This is just in my opinion, because Gotti felt like you heard him say, I'm the hottest thing in Memphis. But he's supposed to feel that. I ain't mad at him for that. He's supposed to feel it, because if he don't feel it, ain't nobody else gonna feel it, even though he wasn't. Okay? So I ain't mad at him for that. Even though he wasn't, I ain't mad at him for saying it. But I think another issue that he had with Young Dolph is because Gotti and I believe Mob Ties had decided that they was going to corner the market in the South and sign all the talent. Jay Prince Jr. was going to sign everybody to management, Jay Prince and Juke, and Gotti was going to sign them to his label. That's just what I believe. And Dolph was a problem because Dolph was teaching them the independent route. And it's a damn shame when other Black men don't want these young dudes to know that there is financial liberation and freedom in what the music industry has created, which is keeping them slaves. Okay. Catherine says, Youngster video in Cemetery was a diss to Dolph, like, look at you now. But Youngster wanted attention because it wasn't that camp that got Dolph. They tried for years, didn't accomplish it. Closer connect. You're talking about straight dropping the money he took to take Dolph out. They on Grove Hero all over the internet. Where's that at? Is it on Grove Hero's page on Instagram? Let me see. Let me go to his Instagram. I'm gonna see if I can find it, you guys.
Wherever I go, I'ma win. I don't care where I go. I don't give a damn what. Hey, look at this dumbass shit. We on the side of the.
Is he talking about it on his page? And I don't want nobody to ever get the idea that I'm trying to say that Orange Mountain Quet wasn't a part of what happened to Dolph, because I'm not saying that because I know people twist stuff up. Because I believe that he was. I just know that Orange Mountain Quet wasn't the person that originally came up with the idea, and he was not the person that paid them. He might have distributed the funds to him. That might have went through him. But Orange Mountain Quet was not the one that conceived that idea of taking Young Dolph out. But he did play a part in doing it. Y'all, is it on Grove Heroes page? Mr. Petty Talk. Let me see. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Mr. Petty Talk. Let me see. Hold on.
And all of my videos. So special about that. The definition of big dude. Much at the uncut. On the scene where people got money allegedly placed on people's head. And see, when you said enough. Damn. What she's with, gang. And I want to jump into this interview, gang. See, allegedly, Grow Hero again have not said enough. A lot of people allegedly said that he said too much. But over here at the Petty Gang, he say he ain't no street ninja. He say he ain't got no street involvement. He's a citizen. So what we say here, Grow Hero ain't saying enough. See, he gonna let you know that Straight Drop took the money as a bag on Dolph head. See, that's why I tell y'all, again, we stay up all night. So it's long live the flipper, man. Salute to the petty gang. Let's jump into it.
So like when we started, you know what I'm saying, young boy people got with Fredo Bang and they did that toy drive.
I fuck with it.
You'll do that with CMG?
Nah, it's a difference, bro. The reason I say the reason is like it's like back in the day, like you had the house nigga, right? And then you had the people who was really trying to get out the house. You know, the people who was on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, the interviewer asked Grow Hero about NBA youngboy Fredo Bang toy drive. Would he do that with CMG? And we salute you, gang, because this was the perfect response. Let's jump into it, gang.
Shit, bro.
So like when we started, you know what I'm saying, young boy people got with Fredo Bang and they did that toy drive.
I fuck with it.
You'll do that with CMG?
Nah, it's a difference, bro. The reason I say the reason is like it's like back in the day, like you had the house nigga, right? And then you had the people who was really trying to get out the house. You know, the people who was on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you had the house nigga, he don't give a fuck about the field nigga. His own people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So am I gonna be the land nigga that's out here doing the crops, picking crops, and then go up and try to talk to the house nigga? Nah. Cause he ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? It's good and evil.
See, allegedly CMF are house ninjas. They been ripping back and forth. How many does it take to get to a couple million?
So I feel like certain niggas are evil. Certain niggas want evil. So I'm not finna associate with a nigga that's evil.
So what if the house nigga, you know what I'm saying, decided
To change his life or something?
like shit, man, bro. I know I'm fucked up towards y'all, but bro, I gotta realize I'm still a fucking slave too.
I wouldn't trust him. Because the house nigga is not to be trusted. Once you do some green shit already, you was not to be trusted. I can't trust you. You might backdoor me. You know what I'm saying?
And see, the reason why we deal with Grove, cause we can't deal with the house niggas.
How the fuck you doing this shit and you got a kid? So now it's a revolving cycle, bro, going on. You know what I'm saying? Revolving cycle. You done kill somebody, now your ass in jail. Now somebody else taking care of your kid. Like, come on, bro.
That shit gone, bro. And when the kid gonna suffer during the long run.
Hey, they just let you know how good of a nigga he is, bro. If a nigga willing to go to jail and leave that motherfucking kid, like straight drop. You take money to kill Dolph, right? But you got a little girl.
Yeah.
Now you putting this shit on your little girl. Your little girl, you know what I'm saying? She's, you know, really, as the father, the person, the child received the karma from what her daddy doing. You know what I'm saying? What the bloodline doing.
Yeah.
See, you took money allegedly.
Shit, bro.
Allegedly. To take Dolph out.
I think it's probably the next song to be child party.
You know the crazy part is about this shit is when you rapping and you doing this rap shit, it's so negative and so evil. They'll make it to where you can't do it like this because it's gonna be like, he a bitch, he a hoe for doing it. See, I'm in a neutral spot. I don't have to. I don't worry about what people say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I can be like, I don't make means with so and so, and I wouldn't give a fuck if somebody said so. But I know that people are not good people, so I'm not making ends with people that's not good people. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
Okay. Well, y'all heard Grove Hero. He says he's not making amends with people that are evil and that are not good people. Okay. You know, and it's like I said, you have to watch people who, you know, who I guess, you know, their goal is to be as high up as, or to be able to mingle with like the Jay-Z's and the Puffies, people that you hear about that has done nothing in the music industry but mess folks over. but these are the people you aspire to be like. Okay. So, hey, maybe, Gotti feels like, he has made it in life. He's got the woman that he chased forever. You see him in pictures with Jay-Z and with Puffy. But Gotti got to know that if he played a part in this with Young Dolph, that he's got some reckoning, and that's with God. And he can't put a hit on God. That's the beautiful thing about it. He couldn't do nothing with God if he wanted to. And I think, although I don't think people can see it yet, because it has not manifested in the physical. Although we've seen a lot of people arrested, we have not. A lot of people don't know what's going to happen in the future. Okay, but Dolph is going to get justice in totality. So God is all in this. So Gotti got to know, if he played any part in it, that his day is coming, and it won't be long. Hold on, you guys. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Yeah, I was out on a case today, and then I was then after I was done with that, I had to go run some errands, and I went by Crumbles, and Crumbles got a oh my God, and I tried it for the first time today. That's what I'm gonna get from now on. They got, y'all know, they got those big old cake cookies. So I got me 4 of them, 4 different ones, assorted ones, and I got that caramel cake cookie, and it was not too sweet. It was just so good. They were warm and hot when I got them, and it was so good. Hey, Pretty Brown, I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that wants to come up. Who else will go down in the murder of Young Dolph? Who else? Who else will go down? Joy says, that's pure inferiority complex. He thinks that will make him look important, and they see him for what he is, and that is a wannabe that had to borrow $100 million to stay relevant. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. So, like I said, everybody has a difference of opinion, you guys. And do I believe that Orange Mountain quit? All of the people that they have, I believe, was involved. I absolutely believe it 100%. Hey, she will.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
So, I just, I'm an older person. I'm 52, so I'm not ashamed of my age at all. But
you're a young woman.
I still like rap, but it's getting to the point now where I'm kind of fading away from that. And I didn't really know Dolph that well, his music rather that well. And a friend of mine was telling me, I know you know Young Dolph, and I was like, no, I don't know who that is. Then she like, girl, look Young Dolph up, you gonna like his music. And this is probably like 2 months before he was killed. So when I looked up Young Dolph, I liked Young Dolph and I liked the music. But then I didn't know the extent of the beef that him and Yo Gotti had, but I started to hear some things. So with that being said, since it actually happened after so many attempts, I do believe that Yo Gotti is gonna be implicated.
Mm-hmm.
But I I don't believe that was Quit's plan. I believe that he was paid and that he paid others.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe the money came from somewhere else. But like I was saying too, like look how many people died, how many celebrities. Like you say you grew up in the 80s, but
Mm-hmm.
okay, it was very rare for you to hear of a celebrity death. Well, you can say that about anybody at this point, but
If they
people
did,
lived
they
out full
overdosed.
lives.
If they did, they overdosed on drugs.
Right. That would be the only, and it would be very far and few in between. And
Right.
the reason I'm making that a point is because I don't believe in coincidences. It's something from a higher, even higher than Yo Gotti.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying it's the industry. I believe that. And people got a lot of theories out there, but that's just how I treat them. You can't take everything somebody say to heart and believe exactly. So, but you got to look at the same time. You got to look at 1+1=2
Mm-hmm.
all the time. It's never gonna change. And Yo Gotti, he was implicated the first time, and Dolph didn't show up to court when I know for one trial, the one that happened in North Carolina, they said he didn't show up to the trial when it was supposed to be like black youngster or whatever shot the van up the 100 shots. So they just made so many attempts, and it don't. It could be like the money. It's always something about some money too. So it's so many angles
And the
that
thing
you
about it
could.
was, Dolph wasn't even taking no money from them. Dolph already had money when he got
Right.
into the game. I think the mere
Yeah.
fact that Dolph was exposing, that they weren't having what they claimed that they had, and then when I was so hated. I so hated if Angela ever decided to look at another man, because I would hate it for that man, because he might get taken out of here.
Right.
Because
Right.
when you
Because
start
at this
getting in,
point, yeah, because at this point, Yo Gotti looking like a real psychotic type person to keep trying to kill somebody that many times. And oh gosh, if it were me, I would Dolph, Lord have mercy, I would have fired them up. I would have had to try to get some get back, because like I would have either told I would have cooperated with the police, and they would have came again and again and again, keep coming and coming, and I cooperate with the police one time. Okay, now you document it. You tried to kill me, so when you come the next third, fourth time, you ain't gonna keep coming, because I'm gonna be ready.
mm-hmm.
And I just hate, that he probably wasn't looking at it like that. You don't want to be a murderer, but you want to protect yourself at the same time, because you really don't have time for the prison and all that. People was jealous of that man, his success. And then another thing is, when I keep saying the industry, they didn't like the fact that Young Dolph was showing these people how to be independent. and
Absolutely.
and then our own kind was his somebody that should have been his brother, his partner in it.
They should have been
They want him
partnering
dead.
together.
Instead,
They should have been partnering together to take over the industry with independence and helping to liberate. Because the young black men are the ones that's talented. They are the ones that keep this rap industry going. It originated with black people and black artists that was rapping, and it's gonna end with them, regardless of how they try to bring in other cultures, which I ain't got no issue with.
yeah,
That's where it
and that's
originated from.
yeah,
And these are the
and
ones that they have enslaved. So why couldn't Yo Gotti put him and his brother put their jealousy aside to try to get with Dolph on this independent route, they could have made Boohoo some money and partnered to help to liberate these young dudes that's coming up.
Right. And it's a lot. It's just a lot. And see, I know I understand some of your viewpoints, and I listen. Sometimes I don't necessarily like agree. Like a lot of people don't want to. I'm just gonna say it because this is how I feel. I'm just waiting for them to implicate somebody at that cookie shop, and it just don't look right for Raven to be on everybody's social media platform. Story change every time. Come on, the truth is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is the truth. You ain't gotta keep your story shouldn't change if you telling the truth.
I see you, Miss Anissa.
Finally, I figured this out.
So I believe it's a lot of people involved too.
Well, what
I believe a lot of people.
What makes you believe that the cookie shop is involved?
Because I feel like Dolph was there on business. And I mean, okay, Dolph, that's his home. Memphis is his home.
Mm-hmm.
But that trip is for a business trip, right? He's there handling business. He's there looking after people, helping people, feeding the community. Some people be mad because you help people. That's just ridiculous. But he went to that cookie shop for a reason. I don't know if he was lured there. And like I said, the fact that Raven's story keep changing. Yeah, my dad was there. Stay with me, Dolph. Stay with me. Next time you see her talking about it, my dad was not there. My dad was not there. And I mean, it's just too much. Too many lies with her. So, and I mean,
Miss Anissa, I think we got a feed. Do you have a TV? Somebody got a TV on.
Oh, that might be my television. Let me just mute
I
that.
turned mine off. I turned mine off, so I know it ain't mine. But I didn't mean to take up everybody else's time. But you know what? I want to say one more thing.
Okay.
Okay, I know I don't like to listen to a lot of the bloggers because sometimes they, some of them like clickbait, but some of them they showing paperwork, so you can't refute that when they show this person paperwork. Okay, you know that person been charged. You know that person has whatever. And Mob Ties, Jay Prince, them it just seemed like they reach is out of it's just terrible. I just want to say I mean I'm just confused over that, but I just want y'all to like keep doing what y'all doing because I know you were saying all these blocks, some of them they doing too much or whatever, and they need a lot of police to do their job. But these polices ain't right, and it's a lot of them. And just like they tell us, and I feel the same way about them. One bad apple can spoil the whole barrel, and that's they need to do some cleaning up with the police department. Not just Memphis, everywhere. It's everywhere. I'm in Atlanta right now. But I'm from a small town, like sort of like on the style of Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Albany, Georgia. It's a lot go on down there too with the gangs, but it's not the same kind of problems y'all have. But it's still the murders. It's too much for a place to be that size.
I was going to say, and when the town is smaller, it's even worse. Because
there's some crazy people.
Yeah,
and they just killing each other, and it's a lot. And we see this is my whole point, because I keep getting thrown off. I'm gonna let the next person speak, but we don't want no more Tupac and Biggie unsolved cases. So stay on, just like keep the public informed, because the media is not gonna keep us informed. The police ain't gonna keep us informed. They not saying nothing. I mean, they got a few arrests, but I feel like it's many more that they could have made by now. I just feel that way. So
who else?
Over a year.
Who else do you feel, before you get out? Who else do you feel will be implicated?
Okay, besides Joe Gotti, I think Juke is gonna be implicated. I think, and I think Mob Ties, or I think they have something to do with it. Rap-A-Lot Records. I I think I hate to say it, but Dolph's manager.
Who was his
Because
manager?
why would Mia J have to be sue him for Dolph? I know Dolph had his stuff.
She's suing him.
I
Is
know
that
I know he is too smart not to have his stuff allocated out. If something happened to
Young
me,
Dolph
I want this. Say
Young
it
Dolph
again.
had all of his Young Dolph said that he had all of his stuff right. Is that a fact that Mia J is suing him?
I don't know. I don't want to say that it's actual and factual. Because I don't know if I saw paperwork on that or not, or that's just one of them clickbait people. But I mean, and that's another thing too, because like I see other people after so long, even the cases they haven't been solved, you'll see somebody in the family come out and make some type of statement. Nobody is making statements like I know people need to stay quiet as far as like they can't expose the evidence because whatever. It's just taking too long. And then why nobody ain't speaking out? Like for real, like why I would be screaming to the rooftop by now
Mm-hmm.
if somebody did that to my son. For real. And my son ain't even
Yeah,
no celebrity.
if they are
He ain't
talking
got
to
no
the police and the police is keeping them informed, if the police is keeping them informed, do you still think that they would need to scream out, especially if they're talking to the real sources, which would be the officers that know exactly what's going on? If the officers are in contact with them and keeping them informed and they know what's going on, why would they need to be screaming to the public?
Because okay, that's just me saying that from my point of view because I think they're taking too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's taking too long. I do. I feel like somebody should. I feel like more people should be in jail, and Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, them that crew right there. I definitely believe Black Youngster had something to do with it. I believe Juke and
I hit the in
Yo
the
Gotti,
face.
and I believe
Free Calvin,
also.
my demon, he stepping in that's on splat. I'm under the radar. I got my PO on my back. My lawyer paid it full, nigga. You know I'm having racks. I'm quick to hop off the plane and blow this shit up the sats. I'm
See, that's
posted
the problem
somewhere,
right
pop
there.
put down, took
I,
it
I
back.
had
No
to get
count.
I
Free
had to
JoJo,
get
free
him on
drop.
camera. I had to get him on
Slat.
camera.
See you on Triller, no
I had
cap.
to get his
Slat.
voice and stuff on camera. I had to get him on
Yeah.
camera.
Who
Free the
the
guys, no
hell is
cap.
that?
Slat.
Boy,
Make
come
America
on,
slime
Lord.
again. Oh, now make America slime again.
Who
Okay.
the hell was that?
Somebody crazy. That's
Yeah,
that
he real
same one that
crazy.
be jumping
Because
up
he
on
just
folks'
don't know.
camera.
He just put himself on
He
blast.
just put
Idiot.
himself on camera. I made him
That is
talk,
so
so we got
crazy.
his voice and everything.
That's crazy. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
That
I'm
is
praying.
crazy.
I'm praying for all these folks because
Mhm.
for you to get up in the morning and have someone so you hate someone so much, you take the time to plan to take their life.
Mhm.
You got too
Mm,
much damn time on your hands. And you got too
Yeah.
much hate in your heart. And all
Yes.
of them walking around now on eggshells because they don't know what's going to happen. But it's coming. I believe that
mm.
wholeheartedly.
They
It's
all need to
definitely
go.
coming, and it's a darn shame. And that's what I'm talking about. Like you see that little dude right there.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just sent up here. He on pills. You got to be on
Yes.
something.
Miss Tamara,
Yes.
you
Got to be
Yep.
on. You got to be on
Know what I
something
said?
to get up there and show your eyes, and
girl,
you know what
you're
I
a
mean,
mess. You said
and to let us hear your voice. He steady
Yep.
rapping.
Miss
oh, you
Tamara, that's what I
said
said.
that
Nobody
He
you
told
put
him.
the
rolling.
gang
Nobody
sign
told
and
him
all
to come
that.
up here. And that's what I'm
Yep.
talking about. These little dudes to do anything for money. That's why I say he wasn't no more. He in his 20s, his early 20s. But that's what I'm talking about when they already lost. They
We
already
got to
on
figure
some
out.
But he's not
We
thinking
got to figure
about
out a way, y'all. We got to figure out a
is
way for these
wherever
young
he
boys.
was doing that and whoever apparatus was being used, they will be found. That's crazy that you took the time out to show your face with a weapon. He need
Absolutely.
Lord have mercy.
It was
I
that was a
can't.
terroristic threat over a federal internet. And that's what I'm talking about. These OGs don't try to tell them
But
no better.
was
They
it that he
probably
wanted
told
to
them to
say
do it.
something, or he just wanted to flash? God help
Like
him.
I hope he don't think he was intimidating me or anybody on the panel.
He,
Cause baby,
you heard
child,
I thought,
please.
boy, go home, go to bed.
Right. You come over here, I'm gonna get my
Go
switch
home
out.
and go to bed. Go to your room.
For
Go
real. I don't
detox.
know.
What he needs to do is they need to go detox.
You
And that's
Really. Like they need counseling.
didn't talk to
They
me.
need counseling. And you know what? I heard a lot of the older rappers, like you'll see them do these interviews and they'll say something like they had to fall back because the style of the music changed. They tell them to rap about this or that, kill, sex, you know, all this perversion. They tell them what to rap about. And then, like you were saying, Tamara, you were saying that this style of music was started by black people. I remember the first rap song came on the radio. I remember that. And I remember through all through the years when they first started playing rap on the radio, they would say it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. But it lasted for years on top of years. But now it's going to a point like I listen to the old rap. It's
you're
very
right,
few
Joel
new
Loves
rappers I
God.
like.
Joel Loves God says the most dangerous thing is that he thinks that what he did was not even a crime.
Right. That's what's sad.
Yeah, they get on camera.
No awareness.
They sick. They mind is sick. They mind is sick. They get on camera and tell on they self, implicate they self, and then get to the police station and crying and telling on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
What happened?
Like my grandmother said, if you like it, I love it. There you
And
go.
they
They
sit
don't
up here
understand
talking
what.
about straight drop, free straight drop. Straight drop went without a lawyer for almost a whole damn year. While
And
they
then
on
he
here talking
also
about free straight
mentioned
drop, why wasn't he trying to get him a lawyer?
the other little boy, JoJo Splat. Boy, bye.
He shouldn't have
JoJo
did
Splat,
that.
go splatter, baby, honey, please. That just silliness, and I don't. I just, you know what? I meditate sometimes. Like, how can we like stop these young guys from killing each other and using all these strange drugs?
It ain't no
The killing
guidance. But
it's
look
got to
at him.
stop.
And he just kept going. He didn't
Yeah,
know that
threw up all
it
the
didn't even click
signs.
in his mind that I was allowing him to, you
Hmm.
know, talk for a reason. It didn't click in his mind. Somebody sent him out to do it. They gave him a pill and he took it and got high and jumped.
Right, right, right. They making a fool out you,
You sending
baby.
them, you sending them to
They making a
rehab.
fool out you, little baby. Dang.
Boy, go get you get you some help.
He rolling.
He was talking about JoJo Splat.
Yeah, he was. He said
Lord,
that twice. That's when he pointed the gun and threw up the gang signs.
but sometimes some of these vloggers be telling them to do that.
But they just as ignorant. That's why a lot of them getting caught up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you can't believe everything that they say on there because some of them paid to spin the narrative.
Yeah, they paid. They put them on here. Here, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to show y'all this.
I
This is
cannot. This is
crazy.
a hot.
If this ain't crazy, that's why I say our community need renewal.
Oh my God. They need more role models. And they took one out that we'll never have back.
Work on that or not, or that's just one of them clickbait people. But I mean, and that's another thing too, because like I see other.
I'm under the radar. I got my PO on my back.
You got a whole lot on your back. You just don't know you just got it.
Baby, I
You got
need
some
to
new
let the
luggage,
Jesus go
dude.
Gonna
too.
have bigger problems than
My
what you know.
Yeah,
Lord,
you got
you
some new
paid
luggage
full
for
name,
you,
you know.
Boy.
Look, he pointed the gun right at us.
Yeah.
I'm having
Mm.
rats. I'm quick to hop off the plane and blow this shit up.
Boy,
Got
boy,
big-
I'm like, boy.
Boy, hop off the
Bless
plane
his
for
heart.
real. Okay.
Pray for
He
him
looked
right
like he
now.
might be. He looked like he could be Hispanic.
Upset.
Whatever he is, he going straight to jail. He will not
I
collect
That's
$1
just
million.
something right there.
put down click
I
it.
had
No
to get
count. Free
I had
JoJo,
to
free
get
drop.
I had to get him on
Slap.
camera.
See you
Boy,
on trailer,
look
no
at
I had
count.
to get his
Slap.
voice and stuff on camera. I had to get him on
Yeah.
camera.
who
Free
the
guys,
hell
no
is
count.
that?
Slap.
Boy,
Make
come
America
on.
slime again. Oh no,
He
What?
said, make America slime again.
Hey, dude. Well, you gonna be slime when you get. Boy, does your mother know where you are?
Make America slime again. Yeah, you see where he at.
Mm. Bless
Maybe
his heart. I'm praying
he's
for his
trying to go
soul.
I don't.
he want to be with. He loved JoJo Splat and
Oh, he
Straight.
getting ready to be with
I
him.
think he's trying to go be with him. He just put himself in a position to go be with him.
Look, why? I am flabbergasted. I really am. What possessed you to do that? Well, you're right, Miss Tamara. He done dropped something.
He rolling.
I don't know what he doing, but yeah, he gonna roll right to jail. And he won't be able he gonna feel like Young Thug when he got caught trying to get his little medicine in the court.
Catherine, I believe that he is involved. She said no one thinks TZ is involved. I do.
Who? CEO Cheesy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though they always trying to call him an affiliate, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know that much about him, so.
Yeah, I know that they're dangerous because they feel like they got something to prove. You're a dangerous person. Mental illness coupled with drugs is very dangerous. Okay, a
And
lot
that's
of
the
them
thing that
already
they don't identify with mental illness.
But they mental. Anybody get up on social media, tell all their
Waving
business,
the weapon.
every crime they committed, how they committed.
And talking about free some people that's in prison. Boy,
That prison ain't gonna be nothing nice. That is not what they want.
well, you see the two that they got. Well, all
Right.
3 of them they got in
Because
there.
I know they don't think they smart enough to get away. They not even smart enough
They
to get
can't
away.
get away. They was located as soon as that became a threat. That's how ignorant these young folk are.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy. And
I'm
see, now
telling
there's another one. Your future is blown because you're doing something stupid like that. Take your behind to school. That's what you need to do. Go home and do your homework.
And how they think Yo Gotti and Dolph and them was rolling around long as they were. They just, I mean, I ain't saying they wasn't involved in no type of criminal activities, but they were smart. They knew how to move. Evidently, they still on the streets, even though Yo Gotti finna go. But
All of them getting ready to go. All of them. Black youngster, all of them. And you can tell by Gotti's demeanor. I don't care where he is, the pictures he's in, you can tell by his demeanor. His shoulders have dropped, his posture's changed. He doesn't smile. That's because his wheel's turning. He's trying to figure out when and where. Don't worry about it. Because they
thought it was gonna be sweet. They thought that they would be able to assassinate him, and it's a damn shame.
Capitalize on it.
Older men thinking like that they could, that this. Well, I'll say this. I think a lot of people thought that they would be able to kill him, plan to kill him, pay somebody to kill him, and then take this boy away from his family, a human being, and laugh about it. Put that energy into the atmosphere. See, we got
the
fools
jokes
like
is what the
young
jokes
fool
took
that
me
just
out.
came up here. These are what they are sending out. Now, somebody sent him up here, but this is not the first time this dude done did this. They traced him back somewhere before. That's still the same features. them same thick eyebrows. That's the reason why I ran that back.
Wow. Is that the one that came up the last? Oh,
Yeah,
he's stuck on stupid. Boy, bye.
he's stuck on stupid.
What was
What
his
the
screen name? What was his screen name, Miss Tamara?
I believe he put up
jailbird? Because that's where he's
Oh.
going to
Jarrell,
jail.
Jarrell or something. Jarrell.
What the? Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take it. You have your whole life ahead of you, but you want to be on the internet waving a gun and throwing up gang signs, and
they
probably
probably
can't
gave
even
him
spell
$100.
what he was saying. Bless his heart.
And they probably
Right.
gave him $100
He,
for
uh,
him to buy him some
What you
pills.
say, Miss T? Just 100. That ain't even
they
gonna bail the baby out. He
they
needs
not happy.
time book.
They not happy unless they got a target on their back, and that's just crazy. Cause that's all he's doing is
But
putting a
what
target on
is it
himself.
that what I try to get through to these young people, and what I do in the community is, what do you have to gain from wrong? What do you have to gain? And when I say wrong, that includes dishonesty, untrustworthiness, no loyalty, no work ethic, no education. What do you have to gain from that?
And one more thing, no morals.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Like my grandmother used to tell us, it starts at home. And some of them come from good homes. That's what's sad.
Yeah,
They
yep,
want to
that's
be
true.
on that side of the law. Why? You're not going to be famous or infamous. You're going to lose a lot of time out of your life in a box. And hopefully you'll have some sense behind bars to go back to school. Make something of yourself, because you're going to have plenty of time.
You can look at him and tell he ain't gonna survive in jail.
Right. They gonna love him.
He gonna have honey butters on his bunk.
They like them pretty like that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Miss Catherine says she feels like CEO Teasy is involved.
I could see it. Even though, here lately, and it's certain bloggers that have been calling him a Dolph affiliate.
Like, even if they don't show us
affiliate, CEO Teasy.
Yep. When he was on, was it a week ago? He was talking about his birthday. And I think it was, what is that crazy man name? Mr. Petty Talk, I think. Lord, he drives me nuts. But I'll go in and look at his blog. And he was talking about, as a matter of fact, his birthday just passed. That's this young man we're talking about. And he was talking about how all the intertwinings of all the gangs, and some of them are related to each other. I don't get that. That means there's just no loyalty there. I've never been to Memphis, but I want to go there.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to Memphis.
I want to go. Why are you laughing, Miss? I want to go see Dolph's mural.
Yeah.
And some of the things, in that area.
Yeah, the Civil Rights Museum is awesome too.
Yeah, I want to see that. And is that is the hotel a part of that?
Lorraine Hotel is the Civil Rights Museum.
Okay.
That's the hotel that Dr. King was killed at.
Yes, I
and
just
they
watched.
Still have all of his things in place in the hotel as he left it. When nothing has been moved. It's awesome.
Wow. Oh no, I'm gonna have to pray about seeing that, because that enrages me too. Injustice, period. And I don't understand these men. Well, I ain't even gonna call them men. They punks to me, honestly. That came together to do this to Dolph. You have children. How would you feel if someone did that to your brother, your cousin, or if it could have possibly have been you and you survived it? How would you feel? That right there tells you that they're just evil to the core.
Yeah.
You're not even thinking about
I
how
mean, they was relentless.
yeah, that
They
was
just kept trying, and at least 2 times it was Gotti affiliated. At least 2 of those times
yeah.
out of the 4.
I
It's
don't.
a shame.
Yeah, don't care about the family, the kids, nothing. Just ignorant.
Don't
And,
even
and
care about
okay, and guess
themselves.
what? Now well, I'm gonna say allegedly, they
Hmm.
came up with all of this and did this. Now, what I want to know from them, I wish I could ask them directly. What did you gain? What did you gain from taking that man's life? Nothing, because your organization is in shambles. All of
Absolutely.
you get ready to go to jail. What did you gain? You really wanted him gone. I just can't wrap my mind around that they wanted him gone that bad. And let me tell you, I knew nothing about Dolph either. I just happened to be on YouTube and I caught Miss T's show. And it had to have been, I think, yeah, my birthday was on November 14th. He was murdered on the 17th. And I think I caught your show somewhere around the 20th or the 21st. And
Uh-huh.
I went and did my research on him. And I continued, I was bouncing from blogger to blogger to see what they were saying. I found a lot of them not to be credible, number
Hmm.
one. And number two, they weren't, how do you say, they weren't speaking from their heart as far as concern. Um,
Right.
and, the domino effect this had on Memphis.
Right.
They basically, I heard a lot of cash at me,
Yes.
hit the like button, join, subscribe, things like that. Nobody ever talked about doing anything in the community to change the narrative for these young kids out here. And some of them are right there in Memphis. And I just thought it didn't feel genuine. It
Yeah.
didn't feel honest. And I really turned that off. And I just started following
And
this.
then some of them just like pretty much that you learn which ones not to listen to real quick because
Yeah.
they babbling. They're not even
Yeah.
giving you no type of nothing.
Well, I
And
used
then that's the
to like,
difference. Like
what's the
like
girl
that's
name?
why I like to listen to Tamara because she's speaking from her heart.
Yeah, and she's
She's
speaking the
in
truth.
Memphis. She's near Memphis or from Memphis.
Yeah.
So it just made more sense. Like, but
I just don't like when these vloggers come on and say things like Maya J just said she's testifying against Gotti and Black Youngster. That woman, God bless
yeah,
her soul. That's a strong queen right
Yes,
there.
she is. She is strong.
For them to try to disturb her soul with this BS,
mm-hmm.
nobody outside of Grove Hero and other PRE affiliates, since this whole thing happened, none of them have said, let's do something in remembrance of Dolph. That's because of hate.
Mm-hmm.
They're promoting, I don't know where they're getting these artists, just like what is that girl? What's her name? Is it Gloria?
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Glorilla? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a problem with her outside of what I saw today on her Instagram. But
Mm.
an artist like her being put up front, she should be groomed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I can't understand what she's saying. And she was in a Sprite commercial. God bless her. Get your money, Glorilla.
Yeah.
But
That's how they do. They push certain artists.
yeah, well, they're
Certain
not
people.
going to be able to
She
push
probably
any.
not even writing her raps. She probably not even writing her raps. She put up there for a reason, and then
Oh well, what
they
reason is
give
that?
her they write her. But that's allegedly. That's not. I mean,
She
that's
said that's
allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
I just I just
It's
find
just
it
sad
hard
though.
that they can perpetrate such a fraud and think that there would ultimately be gain from it, from taking the
And
human
like you
life.
said, I just want to say shout out to Mia J because she has kept it very classy.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
it
Yeah, I appreciate that in her. And I'm just sorry that she got to go through what she got to go through and that her kids
Yeah.
are fatherless.
It's a shame.
It's no
But if you
fun being
think about it,
fatherless. My father,
some of these ones that we've seen, I don't know what happened. Some of these ones that we've seen that has been implicated in this situation, you
mhm,
are starting to see a change. Like she's saying, their shoulders are starting to slump. You can see that
mhm.
there's worry.
Yeah, because one of them looked straight old. The one of I think it was Justin. What's straight drop with real name? Is it
Justin
Justin?
Johnson, we know Cornelius is
No, okay,
is
not just not straight drop. The other one, the
yeah,
other guy.
Cornelius look like he in his 50s.
Yeah, for real. He looked like he just got old real quick.
I'm telling you. But you know what the Bible says, your sins will find you out.
Yes, like I'm looking at him because like straight drop, he looked at all buff, like he gained weight. He looked healthy. He looked, you know what I'm saying? And I looked over there at the other guy. Man, he looked a mess.
Jojo Witt said that dude said free straight drop and showed the Camaro steering wheel.
Yes. Mhm. But I enjoyed talking to you, Miss
Well,
Tamara.
I appreciate you coming up. I always appreciate you all coming up. I don't know what happened to Miss Anissa.
Her phone might have died because when she dropped, I hurry up and plug mine up because it was almost there.
Oh, okay.
The phone may have died or something because well, I don't know. But anyway, I really appreciate
Do y'all
your
have any
work.
of this weather in Georgia?
It's
Is it snowing?
no, I wish, but no, it's been rainy here, but
Okay.
not a lot of rain. And when it's a lot, it's always overnight for this. I don't know, but it's light rain during the days, but overnight it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the temperature it varies. One day it's like 70, and the next day it's like 40. It's real. The weather is weird. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, thank you for
But,
coming up, Miss She Will. I'm glad you came up.
okay, I'll stay tuned, and I'll be sending support soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay,
All right.
bye-bye. Have a good night.
You too, hon. Okay, you guys, if you all haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscription button because I'm seeing that slightly more people are looking at the videos that are not subscribed. So make sure you hit the subscription button, okay? Make sure you hit the subscription button. And to that fuck nigga that brought his retarded ass up here, go detox. Son, go take your ass somewhere and detox. Go to the nut house or go detox. But I reckon you're a detox in jail. Stop letting folks send you out. And see what they do is they get these ones that's mentally ill, that's mentally ill and on drugs. My God. Okay. Hey, Jeff Lee. Um, it was 86. Where are you at? Miss Eve has many faces. What state are you in? It was 86 degrees. Oh Lord. Hey, sweet babe strawberry. Hey, Florida Two Pistols. Mm-hmm. Some fool, some sprung crackhead came up on my panel and pointed a gun at me and he pointed a gun at me as if he was saying that he wanted to kill me. I mean, he basically made a threat at me over a federal internet, and this is a federal entity, and I'm really in fear of my life. So they're gonna have to do something about him. Even oh, you're in Florida. You must be in South Florida. Yes, you guys. So the topic tonight was who else will go down for the murder of young Dolph. Now, we know that they have people, that are already be quiet, Rims. We know that they have people that are already, indicted, and we know that there will be more people indicted. Okay. And I think as it get closer, because we do know that there has to be a finale, and there have been so many, people tried to throw so many, I guess, daggers in this. But the good thing about it is, regardless to what they do, it does not change the investigation. On the internet, it doesn't change the investigation. But I hate, people like to play with other folks' minds like that. That's why I always tell people, just kind of wait it out and let it all play out, because it's definitely gonna come out, and it will be nothing that's left out. Okay. Exactly. He got to go. Me too. I fear for your safety. So yeah, I fear for my life. He came up and pointed a gun at me. He had a real gun as if he wanted to kill me. I fear for my life. That's the second time that man has done that. So, I'm filing another report tonight, because YouTube is going to have to, okay. I'm filing another report tonight. He put, I feel like, and I feel like some more vloggers had him to do it. I really feel like some vloggers got him doing it. People be getting mad when I talk about Dolph. So they send the mentally ill over here. They sent over the mentally ill. Okay. And we know he was mentally ill. But I feel like my life is in danger. I've already been notified from somebody that a vlogger had asked them, and I have filed a police report that the White House trip gonna say got him bags. Yeah, he did that before. I believe that somebody, I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody had reached out to me and said that another vlogger, and I filed an FBI report, and I had to put the investigator told me we had to put that on paperwork again. Somebody had reached out to me and told me, okay, that another vlogger asked them to do something to me. Okay. This vlogger does not even live in Memphis. Okay. She said that this vlogger told her to shoot me in the face. That's what she said. So I've had to get the FBI involved in that, and the authorities, the Mississippi Police Department and the Memphis Police Department. Okay. And it's probably the same vlogger that sent that crackhead up here, because I don't believe, with the type of shit that CMG and them got going on. I mean, they are, they've done some sick stuff. I can't put it past them. I just feel like that's another vlogger that's doing something like that, because that sounds like a white guy or a Hispanic. Okay. And it's the second time that he has done it. Catherine says, look at MPD Facebook, January 18, where 8 gunmen hit at residence. What's sick out is they're all dressed alike and have on medical masks. Seem familiar. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. We're gonna gut them out if they come over here, though. I promise you, we're gonna gut them out. But I do fear for my life. And I'm filing another report as soon as I get off of here. Okay. So that they can trace back where it came from. She said, Cap, it's not illegal to come into the stream with firearm rapping lyrics showing money. Ho, get off my page, bitch. There go them same folks. I'm telling y'all that be them folks. Some of them folks be, I ain't gonna even say. But I'm telling you, I know what page they come from. They mad now because, you know, somebody with human feelings reached out to me to let me know that this blogger actually told her to do something to me because she live in the Memphis area. Yeah, he was on mine altering drugs. They better leave me alone because I can get on one tonight. They don't want me to. They just mad because I'm going to get off of here and file a report. I'm going to file 2. I'm going to call the police out here. And then I'm going to file another report with the FBI. And told them to leave me alone. Yeah, because you hear a lot of these. I mean, you hear a lot of these other vloggers talking about the young Dolph case. You don't never see no sickos getting up on their panels. I wonder why they choose to come and try to get up on my panel and threaten my life. Okay. I'm told y'all these vloggers are sick now. And they sent a lot of these people out. Like that sicko that you saw. I'm willing to bet some vloggers sent them out to do it. That was a vlogger. These vloggers sending them out. I can't even get into what's going on with these vloggers. But it ain't going to be going on long. Okay. I'm telling you, when you get like different people that are on this internet, I don't like to give them my energy because I've said that I'm gonna just let the FBI and the police departments deal with what these vloggers are doing. But when you start getting these dime store hoods, and they could be a male or female up on these vlogs, and this is all they have, they will do anything. I'm telling you, especially when they already been gutter. YouTube will be looking at a class action lawsuit simply because of what they letting these vloggers do. These vloggers sitting up plotting murder so that nobody can go against their narrative. They dox people. You'd be surprised by the criminal organizations that's going on. Okay. You'd be surprised. Now, I'm happy to know that the FBI knows about it. But when it starts getting to murder, because see, some of them work with some of these record labels. Do I believe that some of these record labels tell them to go and murder people? You know, I don't know. That's a question. That's what the police is going to figure out. Okay. But I think some of them are already on meds and mentally sick. Okay. And they feel like this is mine and this person is credible. They're going against me. I'm going to try to see if I can get somebody just as crazy as me to try to do something to them. And it's a lot of folks on that's, you know, not stable. But I put the Mississippi Police Department on alert. Memphis Police Department know everything. And the FBI knows everything. Okay. They know the names. They know everything. It's a damn shame. And then folks will get up here and talk about justice for somebody and they worse than the people that did it to these folks that they talking about justice for. You know, and it's even worse when you're talking about a damn vlog. A damn YouTube vlog. Mother let me keep my mouth. Okay. Because I have to let these folks do their job. That's right. I'm telling you. And I still ain't gonna stop. I still ain't. I wasn't gonna get on tomorrow, but I'm gonna make sure I get on tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about Dolph. It's Dolph. Be quiet, Remy. It's Dolph. So I feel threatened. And I gotta file another report. Okay. New to you says they can't stop Clipper from flipping, so get over it. Damn it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Be quiet, Remy. Y'all make sure y'all put those dolphins in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all put them dolphins in the chat. I really appreciated everybody that came up tonight. We're going to pray for the weirdo that came up. I got to get off and file a report on him because I feel threatened. And I got to file another report with the FBI tonight. I believe a vlogger put him up to do it. Okay. I'm not going to play with these folks. I ain't playing with them. They're going to have to find them somebody else to play with. They're going to see that it's not conducive to their livelihood to play with me. I know how to play. They don't. Okay, bitch. You know who would be by when they start, what they start putting in the chat. Somebody real mad. Somebody real mad. I'm telling you, they mad. But once they start having their people to come over here, you really know where it's coming from by what they put into the chat. Okay. Y'all put them dolphins in the chat. They need to stop sending their mentally ill people over here messing with me. But you know who it is by what they put into the chat. I was getting ready to get off, but I want them to go make some more pages or send some more of their people over here. I want to see what they're going to put in the chat so I can take pictures of it. And you're right, F them. That's true. Y'all do know they hire trolls now. They are trolls. Okay. But they be mentally ill trolls too. They get mad when we be talking about Dolph. Right. Cowards that work for cowards. They be getting mad when we talk about Dolph. It's Dolph. and that you know, that psychoticness, that murdering demon. Somebody might be mad because, you know, somebody put me up on what they call themselves wanted to do to me. I think that's what it is. And I think when they get on that heroin, okay, coupled with them mental meds, okay, it turns them into a psychotic murdering demon. That's why you have to keep paperwork on them. Then they start sending out everybody else too, especially if they got weak minds. And we still gonna talk about Dolph over here. It ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna change nothing. Okay. We're gonna talk about him tomorrow too. We're gonna talk about Dolph tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we get on to talk about Dolph tomorrow. That's when you know they trolls. They already have pages. Okay. They talking about free JoJo. They want y'all to think that I'm gonna tell y'all what they doing. They want y'all to think that they actually working for CMG, but they ain't working for CMG. They working with other vloggers. This is what they do. Okay. This is what they do. That's a white person that they got making them post. Okay. That's a white person that they got making them post. Okay, I told y'all this sound like a white boy that they had to come up here. I told y'all. So they say they scream and holler free JoJo Splat, and which they could very well be hired by CMG, but I think it's just trolls for other vloggers. This ain't nothing new. This is something that they've been doing. Okay. It didn't just start with me. This is something that they've been doing. Okay. It's just that more people have gotten involved, more psychotic people that believe in killing folks. If they come in the way of, you know, making them look, I guess, you know, uncredible. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we talk about Dolph tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna make sure we talk about him tomorrow. And whoever this is, you know, they really sick. It's a jealousy, and you know that jealousy is killing them. They on the heroin tonight. Okay, and that jealousy starts to kill them. Because we get on here and we talk. You want some attention. If I wanted some attention, what you worried about it for? Why would somebody else care about somebody else wanting some damn attention? I wouldn't give a damn if somebody else wanted some attention. If somebody wanted some attention, you ain't gonna see me going to their page hollering about you want some attention. You ain't gonna hear me saying that. If I feel like somebody thirsty for some damn attention, and some of these women be trolls too. Some of these women has got pages too. But you ain't gonna hear me going to somebody else's page. But I don't have no mental illnesses either. Talking about you want some attention. Why would I care about what somebody else did on their damn page? Only a mentally ill person would. I don't like what somebody else do on their page. I stay away. That's what mentally sane people do. They stay away from people that they don't like. They don't come into their chat talking about you just want some attention. You ain't got no connections. Okay. That's what's bothering them. Always know, especially when they mentally sick, whatever it is that's bothering them, that's what they're going to blurt out. And that's how you're able to zone in on who it really is. Always remember that. But the only thing I can tell you is go detox. Go detox. Because I know some of you turn into psychotic killers when you get on these drugs. Okay? And you get off of your meds. Go get back on them. And go detox. Go to a drug institution. Leave me alone. Get yourself some help. Because we're going to talk about Dolph over here. And we're going to talk about Dolph tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that. And the day after that. They're making more pages now. That anger is building up. Because see, they on them drugs. It's getting worse and worse and worse. The calmer I am, the more I say I'm going to talk about Dolph, that anger is building up. It's just building up more and more and more and more and more. They making more pages now. They regrouping and making more pages. They out of control. So y'all gonna see them come back in here with more, but it's killing them. It's Dolph. So I got to think of a topic for tomorrow as it relates to young Dolph, because y'all know we're going to talk about him tomorrow too. And I just got to think of what we're going to talk about. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about the RICO. Yeah, that's what we'll talk about tomorrow. The RICO. That's what we'll talk about. Is there a RICO coming? Maybe we'll hit on something like that and talk about young Dolph. And then we're going to talk about him tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that too. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about that other guy who's in jail on the Dolph charges. No, Lord, Memphis. You want to troll. All right, y'all. I'm tired. So, anyways, I got to get off and make a report. Okay. That's what I got to do. Because YouTube going to have to do something about these trolls and their masters. Okay. He's Leo Thompson said a special kind of stupid MFs. That's exactly what they are. That's exactly what they are. Okay. But I want to pray before we get off. First of all, I thank you all for getting on. I ask God to shield and protect you all. Shield and protect you and your family. Shield and protect me and my family. There's some bad weather out there. I ask God to keep you all. For those of you all that have to get out in this weather tonight or tomorrow and go to work, I ask God to keep you, to shield you and protect you. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. Anything that rises up against us will be condemned. God, I ask that you touch everybody on here. Any evil eyes that looked at us with evilness, spoke out evil words against us, we reverse every curse and send it back to the sender. God, may you take them up out of here in less than 30 days of their own evilness. I really do. I appreciate you guys so much for always just getting on my lives and supporting me. I absolutely do. All of those that genuinely support me, I just ask God to shield and protect you all. We're living in a time where there is nothing but evilness. And even that person that was sent out to come on here tonight, I just ask God to touch that person's mind and give them a renewal of the mind to help them in the name of Jesus. Whatever issues they got going on, I ask God to touch their minds and just turn their minds around, because we know that mental illness is running rampant in the atmosphere. But God, I just ask that you do a renewal of the mind to help these people who are completely lost, and those that are helping to, that are influencing and sending them out, you get them up out of here, because there's a lot of them that need to be really dead, okay, because they're just rotten. A lot of these ones in their 40s and stuff, they rotten to the core. They sick people. So God, we just ask that you touch the younger generation and send people in their lives that's going to help to guide them right, to keep them on their meds if they're on their meds, to help them to see their self-worth in some type of way, right? Okay. But y'all, I really do. I thank you guys for getting on. We're gonna get on tomorrow. We're gonna talk about, young Dolph, because it's Dolph. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the young Dolph's case, okay? But y'all say the prayers are yes and amen, okay? I want you guys to know that I love you all. I'm tired tonight. I got to get off. I'm tired. But I got to file a report too. I got to go on here to file a report because I fear for my life, okay? But I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.